And we are live. Good evening, everyone. It is Sunday, March 23rd, 8:03 p.m. is the time, and I'm here in my fabulous tiny little apartment in Midtown Toronto, and thank you so much for tuning in. I just realized I got my chair too low here. Yeah, that didn't work very well. I'm going to take myself off the screen while I do that. Oop, that is not how I do it. There we go. There we go. Nice. And on top of the world, thank you so much for tuning in. I see a lot of people in the chat already. Everett is here. Diva Tequila, Cactus Steve, Nick, Sheena Roberts, Jeanette Morales, Wesley, Alicia Lewis, Canadian Vasily, Vivian Johnson. The Wrenches are here. Major Trader, Gary Jr. Scott, Christopher Walking, Sheena, Moments with Muzzy, Lisa. Thanks for the title inspiration. Lisa, Drew Costin, Karen on the Humber, Wesley. I'm already reading names again, but thank you everyone for tuning in. And we had a super chat from Jellybean for $2. What drink will make you more fun? I don't know, but I'm running a poll and it's a neck and neck race. All three options were at like 33% at one point. We have Blood Light, a Blood Brothers Blood Light. That's what I had last week. Personally, I'd rather not have an alcoholic beverage. I kind of had some last night. That picture in the thumbnail is from where I went last night. We have a Blood Orange Cannabis at 38% and water at 34%. Once we hit 100 votes, we'll end the poll. Normally, I already have an idea which one's going to win, and I'll have the drink already on the table in front of me. But in this case, it is not yet clear. 4 more votes to go. 3 more votes. It looks like, unless water makes a dramatic comeback, we're going to be having a Blood Orange Cannabis. There we go. I'm going to end the poll. And while I do that, let's just, I don't know, watch a clip of last week's stream while I go get the drink. The street was open. Yep. Yeah. And I even overheard a couple of officers like actively like radioing behind, asking when can we open it, when can we move on. Like they were really all about getting this the streets back open, which is pretty cool. Anna says that girl saying her dad was watching your stream was such a coincidence. Yeah, there was. Hey, there's John, Sapan, Alicia, Alex, guy with Irish colored hair. Yeah, there was a girl watching from Brazil, standing like 3 people away from me, who was chatting with her dad, and her dad was like, "Hey, I'm watching the parade you're at right now on YouTube." And he sent her like the link to my channel, and she's like, "That guy's standing right next to me." So that was kind of cool. Very, very small world. Jennifer Gallus says CP20. I'm just noticing I'm wearing the same hoodie that I wore last week. Oh well. Same shit, different toilet, I guess. What just fell? I just dropped something. I think my... Oh, well. Lisa says I'm dressed basically the same. Yeah, but which has better hair? Which has better lighting? Is that the same? Anyways, thank you for voting. I grabbed this THC Blood Orange, Yuzu, and Vanilla Cannabis Infused. This is 70 calories in total. 50 milligrams of sodium, 0 grams of protein, 14 grams of sugar. First, Johnny stumbles of spring. Now I lurk. Peter Bradfield, thank you for the $1.99. Thank you so much, Peter Bradfield. Thank you for the $1.99 and for lurking during the first stumbles of spring. Maybe I should have used that for the title. Now can I, thank you again, Peter. Now can I defeat this child-proof mechanism here? Do I have the... I just cut my fingernails, so it like really, really sucks to try to like use them to open anything. And I'm being defeated. What's the THC content? 10 milligrams total. CBD 10 milligrams. So we got, I don't know if it's sativa or indica or what, but whatever. We're just going to drink this and see. Why can't I get Don't cut your fingernails too short. There we go. I'll just use these scissors to rip it off. Major Trader says use a hammer. We did it. We did it. All right, let's open the drink. Cheers, everyone. Lisa says, and I'm already pretty stupid today. At least you weren't putting possessive apostrophes on every S you typed over the weekend. Jellybean says I should get a manicure in Chinatown. Why Chinatown? Is there a specific area in Chinatown I should go do that? But anyways, cheers, guys. Do you cheers a cannabis drink? I don't know. Turner says, what's the stream thumbnail from? That is from last night. DJ Danny D was spinning at Revival on College. I wanted to go on Friday. Euronation, the guy who organized it, invited me. Jeff went out and streamed it. And I think Liam, Epic Nation HD, was there. I can't play the music, but there is Jeff from Travel Flood at Revival on Friday night. I went last night. It was another retros night. It was a 90s night. And it was just as stupidly busy. So busy, it was almost obnoxious. Like, you literally couldn't stand there with your drink without someone, like, stepping on your foot and knocking into you. Obnoxiously busy, but it's fun. Good DJ. Fun music. I like older music at these places. If they play newer music, I have no idea what the hell I'm even listening to. So yeah, I went to one of these with Jeff before that was organized by Euronation. I couldn't make it to this one. But I went last night. It was a fun time. And I'm sure I'll go again. I'll have to see Jeff at some point. Moments with Muzzy says big ups, big ups. I don't think I'll ever not think of Jeff when I see big ups. Christopher Walking says still clubbing at 45. Once every 2 months. I don't know if that really counts. Once every 2 months, and maybe on vacation once or twice. That's it. 4 or 5 times a year, tops. The thing is, if you look at the crowd, most of these people are like in their 40s. There's a lot of people in their 50s and older too. It's not like, it's not like everyone there is 19 like you would expect on Ossington or King West. Like, it's an older crowd, which actually kind of makes it more comfortable when you're older as well. Dan says, did you bring any girls home? Oh, yeah, I brought a harem home. Yeah, there's still a few camping out in the room. Lisa says, I go to concerts, not clubs. That's another thing about these clubs is it's not a meat market. It's just people hanging out. I didn't see one person hit on someone else the entire night last night, and I didn't see them the last time I went. So that's actually kind of cool. Noni says JS in his harems. Yeah, Turner says 40 and 50-year-olds can enjoy music too. 60 and 70-year-olds can enjoy it. Like, I don't judge. If you want to go have fun, go have fun. That's what it's all about. But you're probably better off at a place like this than one of those like younger places. Have you ever been to a rave back in the days? I went to like a DJ Tiesto show, which was kind of rave-ish, but I haven't been to like a rave. That was at the Docks, actually. That was a long time ago. But yeah, I was at this place last night, and that's where the thumbnail you see is from. Drinks were like $11.50 for a drink. Didn't matter if I was having a rum and diet or a Corona. It was $11.50 per drink. This is not downtown. This is in Little Italy. I think this is where Olivia Chow had like her election party on the night of the election. Chris Mill says, don't think I will ever stop enjoying music. Anyways, that's what I did last night. Hey, this dude is live right now. Oh, that's the guy from Kim's Convenience. Lisa says, rum and diet reminds me of my parents. Yeah, I've been to Sneaky D's and Lee's Palace. I haven't been to Lee's Palace in a very, very long time. But I've been to Sneaky D's fairly recently. Bitter Asian Dude Incorporated. I don't know. This guy is hilarious. Probably a really fun stream too. Too bad we're doing our own stream over here. Breaking severe weather coverage. Tornadoes possible. Max velocity. They have 13,000 people watching. This guy has 13,000 people watching him just talk about tornadoes.
Mississippi, which the camera again has been spotty. We're waiting for it to come back, but this has been rotating. We've had a wall cloud on this storm for the last 10 minutes or so. It's going to be approaching the west side.
Wow, that guy's got like a radio voice for sure. Sounds very weatherman-esque. Did I ever go to the Bricks in Woodbridge? No, I didn't. WRX Matt says some of these weather tracking channels get tons of viewers. Yeah, that one certainly does. There's Johnny Stumbles. We got 238. We're not doing so bad. Roy Explores San Francisco, March 23rd. This guy's got 136. Looks like he's riding a tram or a bus. Chris Mills says that dude is popular with the storm chasing crowd. Are there any like IRL storm chasers, like people that jump in their like pickup truck and go try to chase tornadoes? That would be kind of cool. Hey, we got 239 watching. Sweet. Mark Carney's huge, ridiculous. I love how everything political these days is like to the extreme. Every little thing someone does is like the biggest mistake of all time, or they got shamed. It doesn't matter if it like which side they're on. The headline, even like here's a channel that like every single, this always pops up. They're getting desperate with 1 million exclamation marks. Uh-oh, people are livid. Trump disaster Sunday. And then you watch the video and you're like, I guess that didn't go well for him, but it wasn't like a mega disaster. Like everything political these days is like blown up to the extreme, right? I haven't heard one person be like, yeah, I could go either way. I'm weighing the pros and cons of Pierre and Carney. Like, I'd be happy whichever one gets elected. Like, I haven't heard that. Where are the sensible people and the sensible viewpoints? Everything is just like shitting all over whoever you don't support and praising your guy to high heavens. Like, I don't know. We've gone off the deep end, but everything is like super extreme one way or the other. Anyways, Howard Charco, cheers, Johnny Strides and Mods Chat. Howard, thank you for dropping in. Cheers to you. Where were we? Epic Nation HD dropping in here saying hello. I see what you're doing, Epic Nation HD. I see what you're doing. I see you. Trying to get the shout out on this chat. Canadian Vasily, $2. That's what politics are about. That's not at all what they're about. And that's not at all what they should be about. I guess you're right in a sense that that's what they've become in social media, but it's not what it should be. It shouldn't be like a poop throwing contest. And if the other guy has good ideas, it's okay to like admit that. I don't know. Did you see the video of the dude falling through the Madison pub ceiling? Yes, that was crazy. Why did I spell ceiling? This person just fell from the roof, gets up, like, that's what, like a 15-foot fall, and he just walks out of there? How do you do that and not, like, break or sprain anything? And this guy who looks like Chris Pratt is just like, did we just see that? Look at this guy. He falls, and then he just, like, pieces out. Lisa says he was in shock. Yeah, it's very possible he had something broken or sprained and didn't realize it until, like, well after the fact. Right? Because I just don't know how you don't hurt yourself doing that. Maybe he just broke his fall in, like, exactly the best way possible and was super duper lucky. There's no way a 44-year-old like me is going to fall from the roof and walk out of there as if nothing happened. Major Trader says when you're drunk, your limbs are more limp and you injure yourself less. Also being young helps. Yeah, I'm sure those are all factors. But he still might have, like, broke his ankle. Like Lisa said, if you're full of adrenaline and you're drunk, your first instinct is just to, like, pop up and see ya. But that's crazy. I don't think that was a stunt. I think that was just a really, really drunk guy getting on a surface he wasn't supposed to and then paying the price for it. I guarantee you he felt something the next day.
What's up, Johnny?
I keep
I'm on the verge of monetization. Much loved, man. Love you, gesture emoji.
Dave Vid 699. We've seen you in person a few times and you've called in before. Thank you, Dave Vid, for the 699 and congrats on getting to monetization almost. That is you're over 1,000 subscribers, so that's like real monetization. All you need is what, 4,000 watch hours? You must be getting close. Congrats, David. That's pretty awesome. As you get older, you do not bounce as well as you used to. That's true, Mandy. And they put this sticker in the worst possible place. Look at that. I'm trying to peel it out of the way. I'm tired of kind of drinking the sticker as I go. Boom says they made it 3,000. Why are they making it so easy these days? YouTube, but David, congrats. YouTube monetization requirements. To monetize your YouTube channel, you need to join the partner program with 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 valid. I don't think they changed it. Watch hours. You need 4,000 watch hours in the past 12 months. A good like cheat code to get to 4,000 watch hours is to live stream. Live streams just gobble up watch hours far more than like short videos will. I personally, like, if I ran YouTube, I would make this like 10,000 watch hours and 5,000 subscribers. Just because when you're just starting out, it's almost like you're going to make like 20 bucks your first month. Just because views are still not high enough to really make a lot of money. And it's kind of, I've seen a lot of people get demotivated. You know, they work so hard to hit monetization, then they get there, and then it's like, oh, that's it. You know, it's almost, it's not a low bar at all. It's really hard to get. But once you just cross that line, you're still not getting a whole lot. So I think, I don't know. I've just seen a whole lot of people get there and then like give up. So Dave, don't give up when you get there. If your first YouTube paycheck is low, so what? Just keep trucking. It'll grow. It'll snowball. But it's not pretty when you first start. That's for sure. How does that compare to Twitch or Kick though? Those platforms, Twitch is all about getting subscribers or members, however they call them. I don't know about Kick, but for monetization, YouTube is hands down the best platform to be on, unless you're like a really big streamer, then you can really give it a go on Twitch. But Voodoo says Atomic Habits BB. Does that mean baby? How I got 1,000 subscribers in a month. Easier than you think. There you go, Dave, putting up some useful content. Trying a Sunday reset. Your balcony looks shockingly like my balcony. Doing some lifestyle content. I swear I have this exact door frame on my balcony. Got those nice floor to no, I think my windows actually go all the way up to the ceiling. I think that's slightly different. But other than that, it looks pretty dang similar. Mr. Sunjib got monetization about 5 months ago. Awesome. WRX Matt says you can do pretty well on Twitch if you build a loyal community. You can. Too bad Twitch is a raging dumpster fire and Amazon actually doesn't give a shit about it. And they keep doing all these anti-creator things that are just pissing everyone off. I don't know anyone on Twitch who's like happy with the platform. It's just a raging dumpster fire. But the people that do well on Twitch already have such a following there that they can't really just move it over somewhere else. What's your CRM and genre on YouTube? I do not give out that kind of information. It is what it is. It is what it is. But Yeah, the genre, I think I put, genre doesn't actually matter. What did I put for genre? I think I put travel. You can actually see on Social Blade. Social Blade. Johnny Strides. I get so many emails from people asking me, how much do you make from walking videos? If I get 1,000 views, how much do I make? It's like, that's the most useless information. It depends. Where are your viewers? What is your retention? How long are your videos? It's like what I make is completely irrelevant to what you will make, right? This is bullshit. This says I made $41 to $651 on Thursday. It says on Friday I made $1 to $19. Really, really, how do you make $19 in a day? And like, oh, because it says I only had 48. This estimated earnings is wildly inaccurate. I will say this. Its highest estimate is still lower than what I actually make. So it's I think it's not factoring in the fact that my videos are like 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes, and I have like a super strong demographic of viewers, mostly Canada, US, and like Western countries where things are higher. So yeah, walking videos are kind of a cheat code for that, for getting on the high side. But yeah, travel rank. There's my category, travel rank. What did the Ken Continuum put there? The Ken Continuum is, he's travel. What about Action Kid? Action Kid put entertainment. This is useless. Like, that's just a thing you check off on YouTube. That's useless. Doesn't really matter. Leanne says these days you have to depend on the algorithm gods to be in your favor or for your channel to blow up on YouTube. Maybe to get it to blow up. But the best thing you can do is just build a loyal following and a loyal community. Like half of my views are from like the same people coming back for more and more. And like, if you're just pissing into the wind, relying on the algorithm, it's like here today, gone tomorrow kind of thing. Definitely, you know, try to establish a community and bring that in. JD says super chats. Yeah, this doesn't really factor in super chats either, right? Like it said Action Kid made $94 on Saturday. A channel his size, like, no, you can't look at estimated. I guarantee you it was a lot more than that, right? Like, don't look at this stuff. Matt Doctor says the Johnny Stumbles viewers are the real MVP. Maybe, but enough of this talk. But yeah, you can creep anyone else you want on Social Blade, but the estimated earnings are hilariously off. Douglas Blackwell says, isn't retention the most important? To me it is, because you want YouTube to recommend your videos over the other videos in your genre. And the way it's going to do that is if you have better retention, right? If people watch your video longer, you're keeping people on the platform longer, right? You're serving up more ads for YouTube. And the longer they're there, the less likely they are to go fuck off and go on Netflix or like Instagram or something else. So yeah, retention, you want them to watch as much as of your video as possible. And I found when I started narrating, my retention went way up. And I started working on things like my audio, making sure audio never peaks. That's why it's so important to use a stable camera. Like all these little things might affect 1 or 2% of your viewers. But if that gives you 1 or 2% better retention than everyone else, the YouTube algorithm is going to consistently push you ahead of everyone else. So do all the little tiny things. Don't shrug your shoulders and go, it doesn't matter, right? If your audio is kind of shit, don't go, it doesn't matter. Most people don't care. Yeah, most people don't care. But the few people that do care are going to make all the difference in the world. So yeah, don't skimp on anything. Or just be lazy and be like, that's okay. Right? Says a guy who like says the wrong date at the start of half of my videos. Kevin says, how is your PC upgrade going? It is done. I still have to put some more, I still have to put some more storage in my PC. We're not quite fully up there, but But my PC upgrade is completely done. It's good. No regrets. Major Trader says very sage advice. Johnny has the best quality streaming on YouTube. I don't know about that. Certainly not my home streams. I've got new lighting. I just haven't like set it up. I bought a soft light. I bought like all new lighting. You can see there's a slight green cast around me on this green screen, which I think is actually OBS. I have way better green screen if I just use DaVinci Resolve, but there's the new computer. We've got the 9700X 8-core. We're live streaming, only using 7% CPU. And we're only using 23% or 20% GPU. And this is a 1440p high bitrate live stream. So this thing is not breaking a sweat at all. It is an absolute monster. I'm not sure it would have been worth it to get the 9900 or the 9950, get like 12 or 16 core processors. I think the 8 core is probably enough for what I do. But yeah, Lisa says chromatic abrasion-ish. Yeah, it's fine. I'm fine with it. Kevin Elise says, any update on your travels? Kevin asking all the questions. Oh, on the computer note, the one thing I might look into is getting rid of these 2 sticks of RAM and getting 64. I occasionally max this out at 32 every once in a while. And although I don't really feel the performance hit, I know it's there. So I might upgrade the RAM. I didn't want 32. I wanted 64, but I got it in a bundle and they wouldn't let me swap that when I bought it. So it is what it is, but we'll probably be upgrading that. Vivian says, Lisa, don't you love it when Nani talks numbers? Updates on my travels. Yeah, there's updates. No, I'm not sharing them. What I'm going to do whenever I travel, wherever I travel, I'm just going to go live and surprise you with where I am. That's how we're going to do the next one. Nani says, you should consider doing a tech channel, Johnny. You know your stuff and are quite handy. Thanks. I appreciate it, but there's people that know so much more than me already on YouTube that are way better at making videos. Major Trader says, Johnny, if you had a rear light that shines on the back of your head hair, it would help the camera differentiate your head from the background and reduce that green aura effect. I can try that. I do have spare lights around. I can try that, but I'm pretty sure OBS is just not that great at green screen keying versus because this is perfect in like other software, but it's okay. Do you still have any concern of your friends or family or potential employers seeing your video? No, I don't care. Friends, family, that's fine. Potential employers, I will. Do you mean sponsors? Because this guy ain't going back to a real job probably ever. So no, I'm not worried. Kevin says RAM is cheap. Grab it now, tariffs. It's one of those things, even if it's 20-25% more. No big deal. I'm trying to get by with 32. We'll see. Chris Mills' work machine has 64 gigabytes and a Xeon processor. It makes you giggle. You've got a workhorse. Why don't you have an Epic? Why a Xeon? Intel workstations are so a bad decision these days. Well, I guess your work paid for it. They probably have a contract. Try the old tinfoil helmet. Maybe. Voodoo, it's an actual green screen. People talking tech tonight. There we go. Isn't that pretty? You can see there's some shadows. I'm so close to the green screen because I'm in such a small spot, but that is nothing. I'm able to key out all of that pretty much. Did you consider the new Mac M4s for streaming video editing? 2 words, fuck no. No desire to learn Mac OS, and building a PC is just so much better. This thing, in some ways the M4s are better, but in other ways a PC will like run circles around it. Plus it's upgradable. My shit's not like glued together. I'm using Windows, which is so much more intuitive. So much better. I don't know. No, I would consider a MacBook or MacBook Pro for traveling. Yeah, I said that. I would consider it. they're just so efficient. We'll have to see what the new Snapdragon chips have to offer, but or the Ryzen AI I think it's the HX 370 actually looks really good. So no, I wouldn't get a MacBook probably. But yeah, I hate Apple with a passion, and they're such a shitty fucking company. So no thanks. Gertej says, I hear the Raptors lost Marge. Devin says, I like the kitchen view. You should see the kitchen behind me. It looks like a bomb went off right after JD says MacBook Pros are the bomb. Yeah, on a laptop, maybe. Kevin says, love your Punta Cana series. Any plans to return? I usually go to the Caribbean like once a year, so not for a while. Voodoo says, but you use an iPhone. Here's a modification I made to my iPhone. I can't get this wireless microphone over Bluetooth to play with my software since there was an update. So I have stuck this wind muff onto my iPhone, and this seems to be the fix. Like it's working really well. But yeah, this is not my daily phone. This is a live streaming only phone. The real phone, which I don't even take out with me when I live stream because I'm already taking a bunch of phones, is my S24 Ultra. And what's cool is you can put WhatsApp on like multiple phones these days, the same WhatsApp account. So like you can still contact people. Jennifer says, I'm watching with my friend Wendell from Florida in the Meta Quest. Also, I just got a second Mac, the new MacBook Air M4 LOL. Jennifer, that's awesome. You're watching on the Quest, not the Apple Vision. I'm wondering about the M4 MacBook Air with DaVinci Resolve. That's tempting, but it doesn't really make any financial sense to go over 16 gigs, how much Apple charges. Also, there's no fans in it. So, like, I think the timeline might really chug and rendering times might be horseshit on the MacBook Air. But other than that, if you're not, like, stressing it, it's probably really, really good. Dan says, isn't the microphone for video on the front of the phone? The software I use, I can control which microphone I use. There's a microphone here. There's a microphone on the front, and there's a microphone on the bottom. I set it to bottom mic just because that's the easiest mic to cover up, and they're all exactly the same quality. When am I doing a cooking video? I don't know. We'll get to it at some point.
Johnny, I'm back from El Salvador. Great vacation.
Reguito, I'm back from El Salvador. Great vacation. Thank you, Reguito. Cheers to you. Just reading some of your messages. WRX Matt didn't know that about WhatsApp. Yeah, you can have it on multiple phones, which is kind of cool. Is it possible to video edit on one machine but export on another machine? Yep, that's possible. There's a few different ways to do that. Windows to Mac, I don't know, but it's definitely possible. Nick says, I'm surprised you chose the 9070 and not the 9070 XT. There was like a $200 difference for something that's like in productivity workloads, like 5 to 7% better. I've overclocked mine and undervolted it, and it's basically getting stock 9070 XT performance. So like, I don't game that much, so it's fine. I would have bought the 9070 XT if they were actually available at MSRP, but the only ones in like Canada Computers when I got mine were like $1,200, and mine was $849. You would have to be dropped on the head to pay $350 for such a tiny difference between the two. Noni says, are you feeling the drink yet? I don't know. Maybe. Where were we? Let's go back to the videos. Who else? Oh, there's Jeff. Oh, yesterday was yesterday there was Elbows Up rally, right? At Nathan Phillips Square. Quite a few people tuned in for that. Kind of. Look, Lisa, I fixed the thumbnail. No apostrophe S. I know you like to point that out. No shortage of like glue eaters in the chat. So huge thanks to the mods. I don't care what your political views are. Just don't bring hate speech into the chat and don't shit on other people in the chat. And you're more than welcome to be in the chat. You're more than welcome to express your views. Just be civil and be an adult about it. But there were some people that couldn't do that. So I know the mods had to work extra hard, which thank you for that, by the way. Chris Mills says mods did a great job. What musicians performed? Jim Cuddy performed from Blue Rodeo. But that's some others. I don't know. High and Low Retrospective says, seems like I missed a spicy one yesterday. Apparently. I saw a comment on here, actually, that I kind of want to... I haven't done my comments in like 2 weeks. Maybe we'll do some comments here. RMX of Nothing says, fun. Yeah, it was a fun stream. Did anyone notice I did Little Canada for the Canada rally? Johnny, are you planning on watching Happy Gilmore 2? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. But I forget the name of the backup band, but they were pretty good. There was a good turnout. I think it was organized on such short notice. Like, word didn't really get around. So many people were like, how the hell did you even hear about that? I didn't know it was happening. So it was not very well advertised. Also, because there was no lead time, they didn't have a lot of good, like, big name performers or speakers. I think they were kind of scraping, but you know, they still put on the event. It was still great. There was still some very great speakers there, good bands. It just would have been like 5 times bigger if it was actually like not a last minute thing. So many people are like, what the hell? I didn't know about that. I would have gone. So yeah. I thought given the fact that it was done at like the very last second, it was good. It was good. But if they put a little more planning into it, they would have had 5 times the crowd and probably some bigger names showing up, right? Who knows? Maybe Mike Myers would have showed up. I don't know. Is that Tara Sloan? Yes, that was Tara Sloan. The Get-Alongs was the backup band. Thank you. Yeah, we were able to get like a crystal clear view of the stage, though. I just kind of found a railing where I can lean onto, and my gimbal... I finally got to use this feature. I was standing behind a bunch of really tall people, but my gimbal does this. So I was able to get my phone nice and high, and I was able to like just stick my elbow onto a railing to keep like the picture pretty steady. And then I just stood there for 2 hours. That's how I was able to do this. RMX of Nothing says, I think lots of people just love being angry. Yeah, and this wasn't about being angry, right? Lisa says people taller than you. Well, I don't know about that, but you still have to like get the camera over their head even if they're not taller than you. What was happening with the people behind you and their dog? 2 people had a dog, and one guy, he had like a mobility device, and he was there with his dog, and like he just like, this is my spot. I'm not moving. You know, if your dog has an issue with mine, go somewhere else. And the other person like was like, no, you go somewhere else. I think that's all it was. They weren't getting along, and their dogs weren't getting along. I didn't really want to like turn around and like record that and like make that a whole ordeal. There's times when that's fine to do. I just used my judgment. I was like, no, this is not going to be about these 2 people fighting over their dogs. So I tended to just like keep it forward, you know. I don't know. Sometimes you have to take the high road, right, Noni? But sometimes you see something and you have to record it because it's just so ridiculous. Drama content, though, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we had a pretty good stream yesterday. I heard. Oh, Raz says, can you live stream via DJ Pocket 3 instead? Yeah, I used to use that, but you can't get 4K 60 over it, at least not reliably, and certainly not wirelessly. I also have to jump through a million hoops to get it over SRT, which is like a superior streaming protocol to RTMP. So that's the real magic behind having like a crystal clear stream, which I don't know. It's just easier to put the phone on a gimbal and do that for now. I'm just reading some of your chats, but yeah, that was yesterday. That was fun. Maybe we'll go into the comments in a little bit, but we can see what's going on in the world of Toronto on Reddit. And 283 viewers. Holy shiteballs. Thank you so much. And welcome to any new viewers who came in through the live stream. DJ Belmont says, good evening. RMX of Nothing says, oh, I'm just reading. JD says, so the iPhone is doing the 4K streams? Yes. It's got a super powerful processor in here. My pain point, I think, will be in really hot weather. Will it be able to? I don't know. I might have to like mount a fan on it, and then it just might be too heavy or make noise. So we might have to go down to 1080p or 1440p in the summertime. But if I can keep the 4K when it's hot, I'm definitely going to, because it looks so much better. What do you use to channel bond? I use some special sauce. There's a few different apps that can actually do channel bonding built in, so you don't have to have like the streaming gear with you. They're all kind of experimental at this point, but I'm going to be doing a video showing how I do that and how I live stream. So we'll cross that bridge when I do that video. But here's the flag I got. I don't know when this weed starts to hit me, but I feel like I'm a bit of a motor mouth tonight. Phuket Walk says it gets hot fast here for me. 4K might get hot super fast. Yeah, the thing, iPhones are terrible at overheating, and then the screen just goes dark, and then you can't see shit when they get really hot, right? Chris Mill says, did you ever reveal your third carrier? Yeah, accidentally. It's Freedom. I have a Rogers phone, Bell phone, and Freedom phone, which is cool, using bullshit phone numbers. If I ever have to sign up for anything, if anything ever like sends you a text message to like verify it, if I'm selling something on Facebook Marketplace and someone's like, oh, you're Johnny Strides, and then you give them your phone number because they have to text you and it's not actually your phone. I like having multiple phone numbers. Can I get a heatsink case or something? I don't know, but the problem is that adds weight, right? And gimbals are so sensitive weight-wise. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. Flower Child says, you feeling the weed now? This is 10 milligrams. I don't know. Is that going to... We'll see, maybe. Good thing I already have a video edited tomorrow. I also did a video where I basically stalked Ken while he live streamed. I don't know if that's going on the channel. Like, it's literally me just following Ken. So that might go on the channel. It might go on the Stumbles channel. Maybe I'll make that the members exclusive for the month. I don't know. I did a video today. I made sure I got my steps in. I did a video Friday. What's the alternative camera to streaming in 4K on... What's the alternative camera? It says high and low. I'm not sure I'm following that. Basically, stalked Ken, edit into a horror movie? Maybe. Maybe. Good evening, Brilliant Seal Fairy. There's an interesting name. Let's see what's going on the Toronto subreddit. I might possibly be feeling this right now. My favorite signs from the Elbows Up rally. Canada cannot be grabbed by the... I don't know if I can say that word, but it's PU backwards ZZY Trump. I think most of you will probably know what that's a reference to. Don't poke the goose. Elbows up. Never the 51st state. We stand on guard. 1-0 since 1812. I like that one. Hands off our beavers. Up with our elbows, down with fascism. That's a good one. Back off A with a cross through 51. A pride flag. blended with a Canadian flag. Just a bunch of, I don't know, some people were pretty creative yesterday. They showed up. Again, if more people knew about this, there would have been a way bigger crowd. Like, just so few people even knew it was happening. Has anyone else seen this in Toronto? Are you a communist? Join the... Yes, I have seen that in Toronto. I think every city probably has something like that going on. Hey, there's just a coyote taking a stroll on Keele Street. Spotted a coyote trotting down Keele Street. So they must have been going south. Yeah, I don't know. Not too many dogs could handle their own versus a coyote. So keep your little furry friends close by. And even if they were big enough, even if you had like a big Rottweiler or something, like, you don't want that shit tangling with a wild animal. I actually don't think a coyote would be stupid enough to tackle a dog its own size, though. They would generally just pick on smaller ones. Nature is like that, right? If something's not worth it, they generally don't take the risk. Chatty Cathy says, look like the littlest hobo. Yeah, it had that kind of walk. Gertej finds cougars dangerous. Unless you're like a lion or tiger, yeah, you're going to find a cougar dangerous, right? 99.999% of us mammals will find a cougar dangerous. They're yeah, I don't know. Cougars are like a North and South American thing, right? They get the bigger cats over in Africa. This Toronto theater is lane dormant. Is that the right word? Lane dormant? Should it be laid dormant? Here's why a young musician spent everything he had to revive it. Oh, that's the Grand on Gerrard. They used to have comedy shows there. Kincaid Davis plans to open the space now called The Mercy on Grand this spring. Kincaid Davis was walking down. He saw a for rent sign. Long story short, dude is trying to bring a new music venue to the city, which is cool. Lisa says that's correct. All right. But yeah, good on this guy. It's probably a real cool story. I'm sure we'll walk by and see it once it's open. That might be worth highlighting in a video. That's a really cool stretch of town. Donkey Ball says, I had a cougar last night. But see you next Tuesday, Trump. Trump is a... I don't know if I can say that word. That's kind of funny. MN says federal elections. Yeah. For all these people complaining, oh, Carney's not legitimate. Like, A, that's exactly how the system's supposed to work. You do not vote for a prime minister in Canada. You actually vote for a party. And whoever happens to be the head of that party is the prime minister. And also the system worked. An election was triggered by October anyways. He called one almost instantly. Like, just shut up. Go to the polls and vote. And then you can complain. But, like, the Canadian system is functioning exactly as it's supposed to. He's not illegitimate. Like, you voted for the Liberals if you voted. You didn't vote for Justin Trudeau. So those comments, like, they just annoy me when people say shit like, he's not my prime minister, he's illegitimate. It's like, you're an idiot. Learn your fucking system in the country you live in. Anyways, why police believe this Toronto cold case is a tip away from being solved. That's probably too much for me to handle right now. I think this weed might be hitting me. CP24 running move to the USA ads. We made the move and you can too. Move to the USA.ca. Those were probably by a company that just facilitated that move, and maybe business is really low right now, so they're trying to boost their business and advertise it. That's probably what that is. M. Murphy says, nice rant strides. Johnny, are you taking phone calls tonight? Maybe, David. We might. I don't know if I'm going to. We'll see. This is a really sad story. Sam Louis of Grossman's Tavern has passed away. This was like well, it still is a cornerstone of Chinatown. It's a live music venue that probably wouldn't have survived without this guy. It was known for like a lot of jazz and that type of music. Blues, I think, played a lot there as well. R.I.P. Sam, such an iconic venue in the city and increasingly important given how many have been lost over the years. Certainly generations of musicians and patrons are a testament to his devotion, not just the venue, but to the community that it serves. Yeah, apparently people were a little concerned when this like iconic music venue was taken over by a Chinese immigrant. But it turned out he was like the best thing ever, and he just put his heart and soul into it, and his family like ran it, and they held on to it for a very long time. This dude was born in 1930, and up until earlier this year, he was running a live music venue in Toronto. Like, if that's not someone super dedicated, I don't know what is. But yeah, sad that he passed on. But hopefully there's a really fascinating story behind that. But hopefully he lives on, or his venue lives on. And I think the original owner sold it to him knowing that he was going to be like a good fit. So I don't know. It was kind of like passing the baton. Hopefully someone keeps running with that, because we need more places like that in Toronto, and we need to keep the ones we have. But yeah, that's sad. Man in hospital after multi-house fire in the beaches. Yikes. Here's a random photos I've taken within the city. Just using that black and white filter. This one has a very 70s vibe to it. I don't know. 2 Queen West, a Toronto heritage icon, quietly reclaims the spotlight. Yeah, they've built this thing on top. That was like where Sport Check was, I think, a long time ago. But it's looking good. Are we ordering more cold McDonald's tonight? I don't know. I don't really... What do I have on rewards and offers? I have an $8.99 meal deal. $9.39 tax McCrispy extra value meal. Do I have anything free? Offer free sandwich expires in 4 days. All right, we can get I could go for a snack. I had a smoothie for breakfast, bowl of cereal for lunch, shawarma for dinner. I could probably have a sandwich here. Should we order a McDonald's sandwich for free? But I just want a snack though. I don't want like a big calorie filled disgusting, or you're going to feel disgusting fast food sandwich. Just want like a snack. There we go. I don't want to. $0. Hamburger. $0. Continue. Leave at door. If I tip 15%, it's 0. Custom. All right, let's tip a few bucks. All right, we just ordered McDonald's. Estimated delivery time. All right, let's put up a poll. That cost me $6 for my free sandwich, by the way, because I left a tip. Before. I put up a poll. You can vote. When will our McDonald's come? I just got a confirmation. My order is on the way. Last time we ordered McDonald's, I ordered free fries, and it was supposed to come in like 15. Normally when I order McDonald's, it comes in like 5 or 6 minutes. Like I would order the breakfast sometimes, like wake up, order it, go to the bathroom. By the time I'm done in the bathroom, there's a knock on the door and like there's the McDonald's. Normally they are ridiculously fast, but the last time I ordered the free fries on a Sunday, it took like what, 50 minutes? Is that the standard tip for Uber Skip? It depends. If it's coming from a place down the street, I tip like $2 or $3. Any type of effort, I tip $5. If it's like really bad weather, I tip more. But that's how I tip my delivery. Pizza, $5 no matter what. You brought me a pizza, cool. But if I'm lazy and you're literally just picking it up from across the street, $2 or $3 is fine. But if it's anywhere further than that, I tip usually $5. McDonald's is literally across the street, so it is what it is. A lot of people don't even tip on delivery. I think that's kind of shitty. Whoa, estimated delivery time. Your delivery driver is waiting at our store to pick up your order. Is that bullshitting me? This might be bullshitting me. It says estimated delivery in 3 minutes. I'm not lying. Estimated delivery. I can't show you this without it showing exactly where I live. I'm not going to risk showing that, but we'll find out. Major Trader says it's legit that fast. I've had McDonald's ordered to my door in 10 minutes flat after ordering. Let's find out. That might have swayed the way people vote, but 20% of you say before 9:20. 47% of you picked 9:21 to 9:35. 26% of you said 9:36 plus, and 7% of you said never. Liam, you've done like food delivery, right? Like, how often do they tip? What's the average tip? Spill some tea on that. Yeah, Rasp, some people do know. There's people in my building that don't just know what building I live in. They know what floor I'm on because they've recognized me in the elevator and they've seen me get off at the floor that I live in. So it is what it is. It doesn't take, you don't have to be a sleuth to figure out where it is. Epic Nation says highest 10, lowest 50 cent. Someone tipped 50 cents. I don't believe in tipping a percentage of the order on delivery. Like, you're carrying a bag over. Does it really matter if there's like 5 Big Macs in there or 1 Big Mac? Like, what the hell difference does that make? I think it's really stupid we do that at restaurants. Like, a plate of spaghetti.
Sunday night activity continues.
Flick Hunter 6.99. Canada's new favorite Sunday night activity continues. Thank you, Flick Hunter, for the $6.99. Cheers to you, Flick Hunter. Oh, my rant. I could go to a restaurant, order the spaghetti, $17.99. I could order the steak, $45. When my bill comes, why am I paying more than double my tip for the steak over the spaghetti? Like, the waiter literally picked up a plate that was the same weight and brought it over to my table. I have to give you double the money because I ordered something that was more expensive? There's so many reasons why tipping is stupid, but tipping based on like the percentage of what you ordered, like, why is that a thing? That doesn't take any more. You used more expensive shit. Maybe the kitchen deserves more, but like the waiter doesn't. You didn't do anything different. I don't know. Bill Chow says at Yonge and Eglinton, you'll get it fast. In Scarberia, it would be, I think it depends on where you are in relation to it. Phil says, thank you for talking to me at the rally. Oh, you were the dude from Germany, right? I saw you at the start of the stream. Cheers to you. I hope you enjoyed the rally and welcome to Canada, Phil. Cheers to you. Dan says, so you should tip the same amount for a $500 dinner as a $10 dinner? In theory, if that $500 dinner was on one plate and your $10 dinner was on one plate and they were the same weight, yeah, you should. The waiter didn't do any more effort for the $500 dinner just because you ordered steak tartare swimming in gold flakes. I still tip. I just hit the 18% button like an idiot and tip that no matter what every single time. That's just what I do. Like, I just think it's stupid that it's based on a percent of what we... So I decided to eat something more expensive. So now I get to pay even more tip. Like, what the fuck? How does that make... Like, what did you do? I don't know. Dave S. says it ain't even raining in TO. No, it's not. That was just a title from Pizzaville ads or a slogan. WRX Matt says we shouldn't have to tip at all. The staff should be paid a proper wage. I agree with that. I agree with that. I mean, I don't know.
I guess cold MCDS is better than no MCDS. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji, skull emoji, chips emoji, hamburger emoji, hot pepper emoji, hot dog emoji, fire emoji, eyes emoji, aubergine emoji.
Jellybean really hammering those emojis. Cheers, Jellybean. Thank you for the $2. Thank you very much. Unknown says 15% the total cost, a little more if the waitress is hot and friendly. At least you're honest with it. I mean, I tip based purely on service, not appearance, but you do you. You might creep people out if they catch on. That's your thing. Maybe don't tip like that on a date. But thank you again, Jellybean. Alicia Lewis says Sapand is going to show up late, around 8. Show up where? It's 9:04. Raz P says being an Uber driver without the tips, you lose money. Yeah, I always tip when that notification comes up and leave 5 stars if they deserve it. Did you know that if you, on Lyft, I think, if you leave 3 stars or lower, it'll try not to match you with that driver. So like if someone's just like being really annoying and like they won't shut up. I knew a girl who was getting like hit on by the same driver, and the same driver kept like showing up. And she's like, how the hell are you doing this? How are you always getting my ride? We live in Toronto. And like the creepy guy would like flirt, and they found, just rate them 3 stars and they will go away and this person will never come back. If you don't tip, they might eat some of your fries, says JD. But you're tipping in advance. All right. We have progress. Heading to you. Your delivery driver is heading to you with your order. Contact them for questions about your delivery. But the little car is still at McDonald's. The little car is still at McDonald's. Unknown says, do Uber drivers lose money if rider gives low review? No, but I think they have like an algorithm, and if you have too many low reviews, they'll like review you or something. Vivian says, I have always tipped according to the service. Yeah, that's the way to do it. McDonald's is probably off of Skip. Yeah, they use no, they use DoorDash. It says my driver's heading to me, and it says he's here in a minute, but I don't see him closer on the little GPS map. We should have to tax on tips in Canada, something Trump is doing. The problem with saying that employees don't have to pay tax on tips is that could re-incentivize crooked employers to like pay their employees less and then like leave a self-tip to put more money in their pockets. So ultimately it's a form of like tax fraud. That does happen, by the way. There are businesses that will like tip their waitresses and waiters to put in like a lower wage. Companies do that, especially like family run companies, and like there's all kinds of little tricks. So if you do something like that, I guarantee you're going to be losing money through other means. It's kind of like how Donald Trump couldn't keep his own casinos afloat, right? So his dad would like buy a whole bunch of chips from the casino, which gives the casino a lot of money. And then he would never turn in the chips and cash them into money. That's one of the reasons why he was able to like, even though the man is such a brilliant businessman, he bankrupted 6 casinos and hotels. That's how his dad would like keep him afloat, right? He would just buy a bunch of chips from the casino, which was like a loan that Donald Trump never had to pay back, and boom, money in their pockets. Dan says no income tax is what we should do in Canada. I don't know how. I don't know about that. I think there should be income tax. I don't know how you would fairly tax people and still pay for all the stuff federally if it was all like a service and sales tax. Because obviously you need taxes. Lisa says this is all very heady today. Yeah, maybe. Turner says we need to pay for stuff. Remember the show The Apprentice? I used to watch that. It was funny. Dan says, please stop it. I can't believe you like tax. It's not that I like tax. I like shit. I like having a doctor. I like having highways. I like having sewage that just flows out of my building. I like having fresh water that's clean come out of my taps. Right? Like Europe has very high taxation because they have a very high standard of living. Chris, $2 slides a toonie into the entertainment tip jar. Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much. I would cheers you, but I'm all empty. But thank you. So yeah, I don't want governments to waste, tax. Uh-oh. That was not my McDonald's buzzing. I don't like government. I actually kind of like a fiscally conservative-minded government. Fiscally, not in other ways. That makes sense. I don't like waste. So, yeah, I don't want a government that just collects tax. But I also want to pay tax so, my fellow Canadians don't have to go without a doctor or, live on the streets. It's kind of what makes us a little better than the folks down south. No offense. Inside Info says that show The Apprentice was fake as heck. Probably. All those reality shows, like even 90 Day Fiance, like all that stuff is like half scripted and like set up and fake. I'm just reading. Raz, it's not $2 though. 30% to YouTube, then 40% tax on the rest. Not. I won't answer that. Are you going to the April 5th birthday of Toronto event? I don't know about that yet. Canadian Basili. Johnny Strides, not Smooth Steve. No, but I've seen a lot of his videos pop up in my feed. Toll Dasher. All right, I think my food might be here. No one knocked on the door or anything. I don't know. I'll just play a random old video while I go get my food and another drink. I'll be back. Did I forget to put the volume up on this? Oh, well. So, the food has arrived. 42% of you were wrong. 23% of you said before 9:20. You were right. I wanted the low-calorie snack. I'm trying not to... All right. For the record, I did not pay for this. It was free. Otherwise, we would have gone to Alouette Go if I wanted a burger. I also have a mango bubbly. Turner says, thank God the snow is gone. Let's see. I got a cheeseburger, I think, or a hamburger. Why can't I make this shit big? Hamburger. All right. That's what we're going to do, Noni. We're going to compare. Okay, so mine opened upside down. Does that look like the picture? Oh, well, I've seen worse. I've definitely seen worse. Turner says easy protein. Yeah, I'm under. I try to eat about 150 grams a day. I think I'm at about like 90 right now. So this will give us a nice little boost. Where's the mustard? I don't know. Here, while I eat this, I'll put this back on and I'll probably mute the microphone. That'll spare you those disgusting sounds that nobody ever wants to hear. That was tragic. All the pickles were chained together, and when I went to bite the first pickle, they all came in at once. I ate 3 pickles at once. That was a very awkward, or 2. I thought it was 3, but there's no more pickles on here. Eat it in one bite. Describe the taste and texture. Well, it tasted like a fine blend of about 180 different cows. Kind of very thin. The flavor I tasted was mostly like onion and ketchup. I really don't know how to review food, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Tastes more like ketchup than anything else, though. So you gotta like ketchup if you like it. This is Ontario Street. So, yeah, it passes through Moss Park and Cabbagetown. So, yeah, you were right. It is Cabbagetown. It was excellent. Anyways, what's going on? I was going to look at drivers on Toronto, but no. Toronto's new snack bar is reminiscent of an enchanted midnight garden. Where is this? Dimly lit, the atmosphere is cozy, charming, and romantic, serving as the perfect backdrop for intimate dinner conversations with friends or a date night. With the view of a dry cleaners across the street. Where is this? What is this? Bar Roma? 52-seat. The Ginger Earl Grey Manhattan. $20. That stings, especially if you're like paying for someone else. You're now spending with tips and everything $55-$60 for 2 drinks in a bar. And look how small that drink is. Even if you're going alone, that thing's going to be $25-$30 by the time you settle up. Like, just think of how expensive that is. Like, this better be like your favorite thing in the world. But yeah, bougie cocktails. I don't know. I mean, the fruit, maybe you're going there for a meal. And it's at 229 Ossington Avenue. That's all we need to know about this place. But, holy cow, that's... Jellybean says, who cares about price? Well, I mean, 99% of the world. I don't know. Who only has one drink? I would leave with a $140 bill, says Chris James. Yeah, that's also part of it. I don't know. It just seems like... It seems like you could get 2 cocktails at another place. I don't know. Seems like a lot. Canadians now have to pay a new surtax at the U.S. border on packages. That's nice. Fan favorite roller coaster at Canada's Wonderland. It closes permanently. That has to be the worst misleading title of all time. Canada's Wonderland removed like the shittiest roller coaster ever built in the history of time that absolutely nobody liked. Nobody ever rode for a second time unless they were crazy or like a big roller coaster fan. It was just a little painful pile of shit metal that it is so good that they got rid of it. So why would they put family favorite roller coaster at Wonderland removed? If you don't know what I'm talking about, they finally got rid of Tomb Raider. Remember when it was Tomb Raider before they changed the name to Time Warp? This is a Zamperla flying coaster. I think Vekoma made a pretty good flying coaster, and B&M, I think, made one, the Flying Dutchman. But this little shitty company that actually did the Top Thrill 2 rebuild, called Zamperla, out of Italy, made this piece of shit of a carnival coaster. And because Canada's Wonderland wasn't owned by Cedar Fair Six Flags back then, it was owned by Viacom. They used to just buy the cheapest off-the-shelf ride they could buy and slap a movie name on it. And that's how we got this. That's how we got like the Bat Vekoma Boomerang. Everyone in the world has that ride. That's how we got Top Gun, SLC. That's literally a copy and paste. They were just buying like really cheap, shitty roller coasters. And this is what they bought back then. But yeah, hopefully this is right next to Top Gun, and it's right next to where Kingswood Music Theater used to be. So they got some juicy space for like a nice ride. And this pissed me off. This replaced a log flume ride. If you remember like wooden log flumes, like pretty much the greatest ride ever made, they ripped one out to put this piece of shit in. And now we have no more log flume rides because the one at Ontario Place is gone. Anything else? Toronto's newest date night restaurant takes inspiration from Hong Kong. Okay. Alicia Lewis, $10. Cheers to you, Alicia Lewis. Happy Friday to you. The World Naked Bike Ride is returning to Toronto this spring. Just the thought of like falling down and scraping myself on the pavement just erases any possibility I would ever participate in that, right? Like, and your softest skin or bits are exposed. No. Like if you fell, man, your body is gonna look like a pizza. Wear some shorts and a shirt, and don't have your most important parts exposed as well. Turner says stream it. No, no. Are you allowed to go on a scooter? Maybe. I don't know. This is just a weird thing. Jellybean says junk would be in danger. That would be my thought. Also, like there could be like a kid walking on the sidewalk watching you ride by. That would also be a situation I would never want to find myself in. $7 million Toronto home is a mid-century dream. That's nice. Chatty Cathy says not allowed to stream. Oh, it'd be against the YouTube community guidelines. My software has an automatic blur feature. It works on faces. I wonder if I could just like apply that to bodies and if that would work in real time on a stream. Toronto couple left their jobs behind to launch 4 successful bars and restaurants. La Palette. Oh, it all started with season 6. I've eaten there. Season 6 is amazing. That's on Ossington. I ate at one of their restaurants. I have not heard of their other ones, though. Badlands Good Time Smoking Saloon. But, oh, wow, the season 6 is really, really good. I know I was shitting on Ossington earlier, but that's like an awesome, awesome restaurant. All right. I think I've taken this as far as I can go with it. Oops. I don't think I was supposed to show that. What did I want to do? I wanted to go into comments. That's what I wanted to do. Oh God, it's doing that to confirm it's you thing. I have to do the two-factor authentication. Yes, that's me. Number 30. All right. Let's where do I want to go? I wanted to do some comments. But I had to be logged into this account here. Jeanette says 2FA is so annoying sometimes. Yeah. It can be Why didn't that go? I'm re-enabling my display. There we go. Toronto Live, elbows up. We had 111 comments on here. Thanks for streaming this. Much appreciated. Cheers. Elbows up, Canada. Love from British Columbia. Cheers. And over the boards. Thanks for streaming this. Enjoyed it. What a great turnout. So good to see. Awesome. Johnny, this is awesome. I'm freaking out that we actually all witnessed you meeting your biggest super fan ever. Oh, that was Phil. Phil was in our chat. I don't know if he's still there. And you were so stoic. LOL, said with love. I hope you meet up with him again and have a coffee with him. At least the dude has been trying to pin you down for 2 months. Don't like the way you worded that last part. Since moving to Canada from Germany. Anyway, I can see why he's such a fan. You have this sense of putting people... Okay, this is too much nice words. We're going to like the comment. And I'll heart it. That was a lot of nice words, though. Thanks for sharing this. Glad people have woken up to what is happening in the world. Cheers. I heard about the rally through one of my Facebook pages. Weird Toronto. The poster noted we don't seem to have as large a turnout at events like this compared to Ottawa and other cities. This one was not that well promoted. Even the organizer was like, we just put this together, so it is what it is. Joe says, I like this. Thank you. Thanks, Johnny, for bringing us along. Phil from Germany was so happy to finally meet you. Very friendly dude. Another beautiful sharing. Thank you. Thanks for streaming. Nothing like showing our Canadian pride. Cheers. Thanks for doing this. I didn't know it was happening. Great job. Wish I could be there. Cheers from Tilsonburg. of Stompin' Tom's fame. Love Canada. Awesome music. Let's go. Johnny, it was awesome. Need more than elbows, people. Gordie Howe scored a goal and an assist as well as a fight. Don't let Trump the Grump scare you. I think the nicest comments rose to the top. Elbows up, Canada. Elbows up, Canada. Love Canada. I was disappointed that Charlie Angus didn't make an appearance. I'd love to see him speak. I think he's doing one in front of... Can someone in the chat let my brain know, which isn't working right now, when Charlie Angus is going to show up in front of the U.S. consulate? Dixon says, I wonder which politicians watch your channel. I don't know. I have no idea. Cam says the convicted felon thinks we're nasty. Yet he thinks Putin's a great guy. If the convicted felon thinks you're nasty, that's probably a compliment. I don't know, Lisa. Yeah, there's a biking thing going on. Oh, my light is blinking. I love Canada. Cheers. If you are a Canadian and you haven't put your Canada flag up yet, well, you know. The real Canadians have had their flags up since well before the trucker convoy. You put your flags up whenever the media gives you the idea to do it. I'm not going to touch that comment. Emma Gast, Pressed, his son, and Press NH are now laughing at us. They don't know we're strong in Canada. I don't know. What is that? I think it's generally a good comment. I like the band. Who are they? They're called the Get-Alongs, right? I think. I can't type right now. I literally can't type. They're Get-Alongs? I don't know. I was there. Neat. Elbows up. We're not about to get attacked, folks. Someone's not paying close attention to what's going on, are they? We are being attacked. It might be economically with threats of the other, but it's absolutely an attack. Be proud to be loud. Great coverage, Johnny. Elbows up. Where is the feistiness and resistance? It seems like a love fest when we need to be tough instead. Come on, Canadians. Where's your toughness? That wasn't the spirit of this rally. It was more like a let's be patriots rally, I guess. It wasn't. There was only a little bit of mudslinging. Hey, where'd the other comments go behind this? Lisa, you left a comment. Lisa D. Young, you self-owned, eh? Where are the... I have to check. Mods are not supposed to delete comments. So I don't know where these comments would have gone. But they disappeared. Lisa says I did leave a... I'll have to check. Yeah, I don't know where it went. Either a mod deleted your comment or you did. I don't know how else. And like, I don't think you did it. Maybe my comment. I can see in my held comments. I can see that in my held comments. Maybe I'll check. Yeah, Lisa. No, I'm not accused. I'm just saying like that's the only way a comment could be the poster, a mod, or the channel owner, and something else. Throw an L in this chat. Yeah, I think they can, Canadian Vasily. I had a problem a long time ago when I started this channel that one of the mods was like deleting comments, and I was like, where are those? Because I like to read them, each and every single one of them. And yeah, I just had to be like, no, make that a rule. Like, I appreciate all your help in the live chats, but don't touch the comments, please. That's all that is. Elbows up, really? That's not a strategy. Being proud of Canada also means caring about its future, and we have serious challenges ahead of us. 9 years of Liberal government policies that have crippled... Okay, whatever. This was literally a rally? I don't know. Elbows up isn't meant to be a policy blueprint or political strategy. It's a rallying cry to unify Canadians against Trump's threats. That's... yeah, my point. Absolutely vote Liberal. Canadians are so easily manipulated. Okay. How can anyone vote red Liberal after the last decade and after looking into Carney is unbelievable. You're entitled to your opinions. I don't know. I looked into Carney and I saw a guy who graduated from Harvard and then Oxford and has a Rolodex of people that wouldn't even give the opposition the time of day. I don't know. He might have some qualifications. I mean, there's probably some bad there too, but I don't know. Maybe that's why people are willing to vote that party, because it's not the last guy. I don't know. Yikes. I sincerely hope the vast majority of Canadians don't believe that. Okay. Let's just go down to the next one. To all the Canadians that want us to become a 51st state, shame on you. Go to the USA and live there. I can't hate that comment. Man, I picked a political one here to go over tonight when I'm a little bit fucked up. With your leadership, more like ankles up, more like bottoms up. Not the right place or time, bud. Oh. I know what this is implying. Fusa. Ironically, these are the very same people who for the past 4 years told us Canada bad and canceled Canada Day. I don't think you can just lump people together in groups like that. Half of the country didn't want those things. You really need to get educated. Go watch Northern Perspective, the Sam Cooper interview. Unless you really want Canada to be taken over by China, then don't. Trump is trying to tell Canada the real dangers, but really? He's telling us the real dangers by wanting to steal our resources? If you don't have an open mind and vote for Carney, you will help Carney and the Century Initiative and China get some common sense and watch the video. Sorry, I didn't watch this mandatory video. Billy May says, this is for the person who put the video? I don't know. Only dirty, cheating players use their elbows. Hey, do you know that most of the Geneva rules for war were because of Canadians? It was because you didn't want to fuck with a Canadian in the trenches. That's why there's rules in place as to what you can and cannot do during a war. Like, we were the savage ones that, like, the Germans didn't want to see. So, yeah, when you're being attacked, you put your elbows up. That's kind of what Canadians do. That's where it came from. Pretty much. Buddy, stop grifting. You never covered a freedom rally or convoy march. This looks like, okay, a something crowd. Did you get the invite email for this? I might not be able to type out a reply here. I did cover the convoy in Toronto. I cover most major events. Not so much the small time stuff. I don't know. I think that's an accurate. Yeah, we covered that. I don't know. You should have covered the nurses rally 2 days before. We need nurse. Yeah, I did one of the healthcare ones. I wish I did, but like, can't be everywhere. It's not really a political channel, but this is like bigger picture kind of stuff. I don't know. Okay, are we done with the comments on that? Are we done? Yeah, that's enough commenty stuff, I think, for tonight. Let's take a phone call or two, and then I think I'm going to watch The Big Lebowski tonight. And I have a... I'm going to parlay my... Hey, I got a USB-C cable. I'm going to parlay my drink with some snacks, and we're just going to have a proper night. I want to watch The Big Lebowski. I probably know half of the words to it, but I want to see it. Let's make a rule. Let's try to get like new first time callers only. At least for the start. Let's try to get a new voice on here. If you want to call 647-313-9658. If it's Dylan Reynolds, I will hang up on you. I will hang up on you. Because the rules are new callers only right now. Let's see. I don't know about that, Epic Nation HD. Because someone could always pretend to be someone else, right? They could always mimic it. Oh, wow. We're not getting... Let me make sure this thing's working. Let me see. Can I call myself? Sometimes it doesn't work. Okay, we got it working. We got it working. Hey, we've got a phone call. All right. Hello there.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, who are we speaking with?
Oh, it's Digital Blade again.
Digital Blade again.
Right. Sorry, let me mute the thing. I just wanted to say hi and bye. Yeah, good stuff.
All right. Well, thank you for calling in. We needed someone to break the silence. So thank you so much.
Yeah, exactly right.
All right. We did.
All right.
I am gonna have to ban you forever for breaking the rules, but that's okay.
Oh yeah, because I called because it's a known number. Okay.
All right. It was good to talk to you. All right. See ya.
Yeah, cheers, Johnny.
Bye.
Cheers to everyone tuning in tonight. Bye, everyone. Have a good night.
Hey, man. No one else was calling in. That's cool. I appreciate it. Cam says I'll call if I don't have to talk. There was a guy who did a video where he lived like with AI only for like 2 weeks. Like he had a girlfriend that was actually like a dominatrix, and then he had like a best friend that he could confide in, and like he only lived with like different AI. I don't know. It was a cool video. Some very interesting things happened between him and AI. But anyways, if you want to call in, all right, second time callers can call in now. This is like boarding an airplane, right? Zone 1, go in there. Zone 1, all you privileged lucky people. You know, and you're at like zone 8. Second time callers or first time can call in. 647-313-9658. This dog has papers. It's a show dog. Don't hate the player, hate the game. You had me at girlfriend who was a dominatrix. His first girlfriend was like too young. He like made a girlfriend on an app, and then she starts talking to him, and he's like, how old are you? And she was like 16. He's like, ah. Anyways, we got a number calling in here. A number. Hello there. What happened? What happened? That person called in. Oh, well. I don't think I hung up on them. I think they hung up. Maybe it was Yahia. Diva Tequila says Kurt call. Cam says boom bip bop. We'll do like 1 or 2 more calls. Is alcohol and weed a cope to life? No. But it's nice every once in a while. Maybe the app hung up? I don't know, Lisa. Maybe. All right, we've got a caller. Hello there.
Hello. I don't know, Lisa. Maybe.
Who are we speaking with?
Your mother.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I know you were desperate for calls, so I thought I'd pitch in and do my part for society.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome, son. I want to tell you how my day went.
Don't care.
Oh, yes, you do. I did my income tax. That was a real blast. And then I went to the casino and won a bunch of money. And then I did some grocery shopping. Then I went to your brother's to visit the new dog. So I've had a busy one. I'm tired. And I just thought I'd talk to you and just say hi.
Thanks.
How are you? Your eyes look really droopy.
Thanks for calling in, Mom.
Well, you were desperate, so I had to say hi.
All right. GS says send money, Mom. Yeah, send money. All right. Thank you.
Not gonna happen, buddy.
I'll call you tomorrow when I'm sober. How's that?
Good enough. Love you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I think I know who we're speaking with. Are your initials BC?
Correct. I'm a second-time caller.
Yeah, I recognized your name in my on my caller ID.
I just pity you that your mother called in, so I wanted to give you a easier time.
All right, everyone, it is the one, the only longtime viewer all the way from British Columbia, Bill Chow.
Correct.
I got that right?
And this is my second-time caller, so I qualify.
You're actually following all the rules. Now you just have to wait till I do a third time caller night. And then
Okay, whenever that is, I'll give you a call.
So how's things in Vancouver?
Pretty nice.
Pretty nice?
We're fine. Frankly, I usually am not an environmentalist, but BC is going to get a good deal because our biggest resources is LNG, clean energy.
And yeah, and they just built that port. We can ship it to Japan now, right?
Yeah, Kitimat.
Yeah, so
Well, we are almost complete. Even though we have an NDP government, they seem to be keen on LNG. So
I like how you say even though.
well,
As if they're supposed to do nothing good ever.
NDP usually against in industry and stuff, but our Kitimat port is about to be the LNG facilities is about to ship the first shipment in the summer this year.
Yeah, and like Asia is so much closer over the Pacific, and there's a lot of buyers over there, right? So that's it.
So we're in better position than Alberta. Alberta is landlocked, and they can't get their oil out. And on the other hand, even though we have lots of environmentalists in BC, but we still got the LNG facilities built. Anyways, I won't hog your time.
No,
nice
that's
talking to you.
Yeah, I heard about that once about how they just started shipping them to Japan, and that like all of Asia is going to start buying Canadian LNG, and it's really
LNG is much cleaner than coal or petroleum.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, Bill, for calling in, and I hope you have an awesome week ahead.
As I said, I pity you when your mother called in.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye. That was Bill Chow talking about how the BC natural clean gas segment is going to get a big boost. Give Bill a segment. I love huffing LNG canisters. All right, let's get a one more caller in, and then we're gonna go wave our flag around and eat our gummies and watch some movies. Pat75 says your mom goes to the casino. Probably the nickel slots, but yeah, I guarantee you it's nothing but slots. All right, we have a 647 number. This is probably the last call of the night. Hello there.
Not a second time caller. It's the African National.
Hey, how's it going?
Very good, Jeff. Tony.
Are you super entertained?
Yes, very. With your tea. See.
And you went to
Yes. Yeah.
a party on Friday.
Yep. I got home at like 3:30, 4 a.m.
Did you get drunk?
No, I only had two coronas, but Jeff, oh my God, Jeff is crazy.
Yeah, and you guys got into like the VIP area, right?
Yeah, I was just following him around.
Awesome.
Yeah, how was it yesterday?
It was good. Yeah, it was
good.
It looked pretty similar. Cam says I'm pretty sure this is your third call.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe fourth. Who knows? Yeah. If you're free April 4th, there's another event, but maybe you're busy. That's a nice flag that you got there, Johnny.
All right. All right, Liam. I think it's time for Big Lebowski. Thank you for calling in.
Okay.
All right.
Enjoy
Cheers.
it. Take care. Bye.
That was Liam from Epic Nation HD. Ask him why he orders you weird Starbucks drinks. Everyone who orders me Starbucks drinks orders weird ones. Let me unpin that comment. I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Mods, Patreon supporters, channel members, everyone else. Don't forget to subscribe and like and hit the bell. There'll be a video, because I'm pretty damn sure I'm not going to feel like going live tomorrow morning, on the Johnny Strides channel at 9 a.m. EST, which I have already set to, or already uploaded. You should watch Kingpin next. Little Bill Murray, Woody Harrelson cut the horse's feet off action. Yeah, I should watch that. Yeah, that would be, if I'm still awake, that'll be the one I watch. But thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Vivian, Tiana. Thank you for calling, Mom, Epic Nation HD, and everyone else.